After 2 years, and she herself, Hillary Clinton, testified for 11 hours in front of this Benghazi committee. The final report was released yesterday. Karen Travers with ABC News is checking in again. Boy, you gotta set up shop here, Karen Travers. You're joining us so much. Thanks for checking in.
It's great to be on. Yeah, this was the culmination of 2 years, $7 million, 80 new witnesses in recent months. And the report is 800 pages. And the big headline in it is that it blasts the CIA, the Pentagon, and the State Department for errors in intelligence, for a lack of coordination, and for also very inadequate security. But here's the key thing, that after such a long partisan investigation, there's no new evidence of any wrongdoing by a single individual, including and perhaps especially Hillary Clinton.
If you listen to the Democrats, as you heard Hillary, she'll say it's time to move on. If you listen to Republican talking heads, they say this is the worst thing ever and that there's no way she should be president of the United States.
Right. And this entire investigation has been clouded in those very solid partisan beliefs. And, you know, if you thought one thing, there's a report for you. If you thought the opposite, there's another report for you, because the Democrats put one out and the Republicans put one out. So everybody can kind of pick and choose a little bit of what they want from here and there. You know, the report was very critical of the Defense Department, and the Pentagon's already acknowledged that they could not have reached Benghazi on time for a rescue mission, but there are a lot of questions of, you know, what has been changed since then. And yesterday, the White House said unequivocally that they feel confident that there have been fixes and that things have been put into place to beef up security for diplomats and that they are more safe than they were before this attack.
You mentioned the Democrats put out a report, but Republicans put out two different reports. What's that going on there?
There's that kind of addendum, other report of people who wanted to get more in there, and there's more mentions of Hillary Clinton in that one. You know, this is the 8th and final congressional report. There were 4 other outside reports. There are reports all over the place, and yesterday the White House really eager to say, this is the last one. We can now close the book on this. We can say that we have made changes and we have learned from this, but it's time to move on.
What's the story where Ambassador Stevens, or the story goes that somebody called for more security before the attacks, before it ever happened?
Yeah, this was that, you know, that he had been raising some warning flags that there was inadequate security. And, you know, the Democrats' report found that it didn't get to the level of Hillary Clinton, that some of these decisions or lack of decisions were made by mid-level officials at the State Department. And there wasn't anything in the Republican report that indicated that Hillary Clinton personally denied any request or ignored any request. But that, in the absence of that, the criticism is then, why didn't it get up to her level?
Yeah.
Like, why wasn't this something that was addressed at a higher up level than mid-level?
Karen Travers from ABC News. Also, the argument was, when it first happened, this was reaction to a video, and it turned out that wasn't the reason why this attack happened in the first place, was it?
You know, and Democrats in their report say it's still unclear, and they cite testimony from General David Petraeus, who, of course, Republicans like very much, where he said that, you know, it's kind of a little bit of both. It was a terror attack that was planned, but it also could have been in response to that anti-Muslim video, because there had been protests sparking up in the region surrounding that. So he indicated maybe it's a little bit of both and that it's a little cloudy. Well, Democrats jumped on that, saying, see, even now, nearly 3 years or 4 years on, it's still not certain. Republicans say unequivocally, no, this is a terror attack based on the communications that the White House was having internally, and were highly critical of what they say was a deliberate effort to mislead the American public on that and divert attention.
Karen Travers with ABC News talking about the Benghazi report. Karen, thanks for checking in.
Have a great day.
6:56, Big 550.